And this one's gonna be a real quick video, but this is your AC compressor. Apparently, I've seen on the internet that some of the other vehicles, some of the other newer vehicles have had an AC compressor go bad. So far, in my experience, I haven't seen any of these A4 compressors go bad. When it comes to the AC system, it's usually a AC pressure sensor. I believe it's, I think there's a high and a low pressure sensor, but I don't have it apart right now. Maybe this, no, that one's completely. Anyway, see, this is upside down right now. Whenever it sits like this in the car, this is your condenser. And this sensor right here has been known to fail and leak out your Freon. I believe it's your high pressure sensor. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. I should probably know, but I've only replaced maybe half a dozen of them. Anyway, this I was helping a customer out over the weekend, and this AC compressor pulley was making noise. I simply disconnected the belt on the engine and let the engine run, and then I spun all the pulleys, and this pulley was very coarse. And at the time, you know, I didn't have a service manual handy. I don't have the logins for that kind of stuff anymore, and I don't have a service manual anymore. So I didn't know off the top of my head, which I probably should have, but now I know. Learning every day. All you gotta do is pry out this rubber insulator. Okay, and I bent in a couple of these tabs, but they can easily bend back out. And then this bearing right here just slides right off. This is your pulley, but first you have to take off this C-clip. So if you have a noisy AC compressor, but your AC is still working, you can replace just this pulley. And the person that I'm speaking of will probably see this video because I'm posting it really late at night. But if that happened on a car with 121,000 miles, it could very well happen on a lot of your cars. And this person said that it happened ever since she had the vehicle, and she got it at under 90,000 miles. So that's the fix. That's the fix, folks. You're welcome. So I'm doing a timing chain. The vehicle is not in service position. I just get up there and do it with limited space. And if you'll notice, yeah, the chain does have some stretch, but it's not fully extended. This vehicle's at 121,000 miles. But with the factory style tensioner and the factory style chain, even if your teeth are not fully extended on your plunger, this back cut tooth, the bad design on this factory style tensioner is still a ticking time bomb. So even if you pop this inspection plug off, if your tensioner looks like this with this black rail going around it, then you need to replace your chain and your tensioner regardless. You know what, while I'm at it, let me go ahead and show you alternators. First off, you need to make sure that you've got good charging voltage. I'll make a better alternator video in the future. This is just something I'm tagging on there to help people. But this is the most common way that the alternators fail. Either they're perfectly fine like this. See, there's supposed to be a clutch in here, so even if it feels just a little bit sloppy, that's okay. But it's supposed to spin. Now look at this one. It's hardly spinning at all. I mean, it freewheels. So the clutch is garbage in this one, so that's trash. But they also can feel just like this. They can feel good, but they go bad back here with the electronics, the electronic portion, I mean, it's all electronic, but this is just the coil and windings, and this is the converter part where it takes the AC into DC. And it'll look perfectly fine and feel perfectly fine, but it needs replaced because just the electronics. But it is a pretty common failure point. It's something that you could do preemptively. If your car has a lot of miles on it, it's not a bad idea to go ahead and just buy a new alternator and put it on there. Like I said, a more thorough alternator video will be coming to you in the future.
A Naptown tuner.